Welcome back to Currency Revalue, where we closely monitor the movements, signals, and unfolding global financial developments surrounding currencies undergoing reform. Today, we're tracking what many observers are calling a potentially decisive moment in the long-watched evolution of the Iraqi dinar. Multiple financial sector sources, banking analysts, and international exchange monitoring observers have reported synchronized activity that occurred just before 7 o'clock p.m. local time. According to these converging accounts, new internal contract rates for the Iraqi dinar began appearing inside select international banking systems in a live, dynamic form, not as placeholders, tests, or inactive fields, but as active operational data. This is what has elevated tonight's developments beyond the realm of rumor. When exchange values begin appearing as live fluctuating entries, it means the currency has been linked into the cross-border settlement network, rather than simply reciting in internal planning modules. Live data means the values are being read, transmitted, recognized, and reconciled across the financial messaging system. That is why analysts across different platforms reported the same observations almost at the same time. The event is being described not as speculation, but as a functional activation inside the global exchange infrastructure. The timing is also meaningful. The window between 7 o'clock p.m. and 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time is one of the most strategic operational cycles in global banking. During these hours, institutions perform synchronized updates, reset overnight liquidity structures, refresh cross-border currency tables, and align the settlement messaging that connects Western and Eastern markets. If a new exchange rate or structured value is going to be introduced quietly, before markets open and without triggering volatility, this is exactly when the system would receive it. The timing aligns precisely with how planned currency rollouts are usually staged to ensure stability. Understanding the term contract rate is also essential. This is not the public Forex rate. A contract rate is a pre-negotiated private exchange value used for structured, tier-based exchange processes. These rates are reserved for specific categories of holders, such as governments, financial institutions, humanitarian project groups, and later, verified private holders known as Tier 4B. When contract rates appear, it signals that the institutional and structured exchange phase is beginning. Historically, once these internal rates stabilize and settlement testing concludes, the public market rate follows, sometimes within hours, sometimes within days. On the domestic front, Iraq's financial infrastructure appears prepared for such a transition. Reports from within the country indicate that lower denomination notes have already been positioned in select regions, ATM systems have been recalibrated, banking software has been modernized, and integration channels for cross-border settlements in dinar have been activated. This is part of Iraq's long-stated plan to reduce reliance on the US dollar and restore the dinar as a respected national and international currency. The infrastructure groundwork, both digital and physical, has already been completed, suggesting that Iraq is not merely planning for reform, but is prepared to execute it. If the internal contract rates are indeed live and propagating, the next steps typically unfold in a predictable sequence. This includes continuing system synchronization across multiple time zones, followed by structured notifications for exchange scheduling. Verified private holders will receive instructions through official channels. After that process concludes, the public foreign exchange rate is displayed and becomes available for general global use. This unfolding sequence can be smooth when the infrastructure is already in place, and the reports suggest that readiness has been achieved. For those holding dinar, the guidance remains consistent. Stay calm, avoid unofficial offers, do not engage in private arrangements, and wait for formal notifications. The process is structured deliberately to prevent confusion and to maintain stability. Preparation should focus on documentation and security, not urgency or speculation. If these synchronized financial system observations are confirmed in the coming hours, then tonight may represent the shift from expectation to implementation, from planning to activation. The Iraqi dinar may be entering the operational stage of its revaluation architecture, marking a significant milestone not only for Iraq's financial future, but potentially for global currency realignment models that other nations may follow. More updates will follow as additional confirmation signals surface, This is Currency Revalue. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay steady.